Hi friends, my name is Henrietta Kuno and welcome once again to another episode of Royal Talk. And today we are going to discuss how difficult it is to let go of the past. Normally we find this subject in people who have moved on from one relationship to the other when it is difficult for them to let go of the past relationship. And sometimes what we can do is to encourage them and to reason why they are not able to move away from that relationship. You may not know because probably you have not been in that situation before, but I have realized that it is normal and all of us go through that season that it is difficult for us to let go of our past situations. It may not be in a love relationship, but it could be even at work or even at church. That sometimes we find ourselves in a particular situation, or we find ourselves doing an assignment that God gave to us, and for some time we are there and we are so attached to what God has given us, and we are so attached to the position that we have at work that it is so difficult to move on to the next stage. So when God comes in to move you into another position or to move you into another assignment, you realize that it is so difficult to detach yourself from the old situation, especially when the position is a totally new one, or the assignment that God is giving you is a totally new one. God could move you from one state to the other because of the ministry, and it is so difficult sometimes to forget about the old state that you were in, or to forget about the old position that you were in at the office. And so I am here to let you know that it is normal to feel that way, especially when the new situation is a totally new one that you have no idea about, or you are now learning how to get yourself grounded in the new position. But if you look back at the old situation, how you were so grounded, you could close your eyes and get the work done. You could close your eyes and get everything done. You knew the buttons to press to get results achieved. But here you are, that you have to move from there into a totally new one. It is normal that when you spend so much time doing a particular thing, or you spend so much time with some people, it is normal that you feel emotionally attached to them. But brothers and sisters, I want you to know that there is always a point that we have to let go. It is difficult to move forward, but God that is not a static God. God has not promised us a static place. He always tells us that he will move us from glory to glory. So if God moves you to a higher platform, we need to detach ourselves so that we can give the people that are behind the freedom to do what God expects them to do. If you have moved on from a love relationship, you should be able to detach yourself so that your ex can also date somebody else, so that your ex can also find joy with another person. But if you keep fighting whoever is going to be in the life of your ex, it makes things very difficult. If you are fighting anybody else from taking your position, your old position at the workplace, it is terrible. It is not good. It will even be considered as evil because you are not there. Why are you fighting over that position? You are in a better position now. You are in a higher ground now. Why are you fighting somebody from being in that old position? That position could be class 1 and you are now in class 2. How can you move from class 2 fighting someone who has moved into the class 1 position? You may be termed as a demonic person. So we need to detach ourselves. We need to learn. It is hard. It is difficult. But we need to learn to detach ourselves from our past and enjoy the new thing that God is doing in our lives. Forget what has happened. Forget all the old glories that God has done for you. We thank God for grace. We thank God for his glory. But God has not promised us one type of glory. He says he will move us from glory to glory. For the path of the righteous man is as a shining light that shines more and more and more. So mind you, you are shining more and more. And at this point, I want you to focus on yourself, that you are shining more and more. God is moving you from glory to glory. God is increasing your grace. So focus on that and walk in that light. Walk in the new assignment. Work at it and forget what is behind. Sometimes the new phase comes with its own challenges. And that is what makes it easy for us to say that we wish we were in our past. But the challenges are to be conquered. They are to be overcome. Every stage has its own challenges. Yes, you were able to overcome the challenges that came with stage 1. But by the grace of God, you're also going to overcome the challenges that come with stage 2. So don't feel entitled to stage 1. Stage 1 is not your trophy. Stage 1 is not your trophy. Move on from it and work on your stage 2 or your stage 3. So brothers and sisters, that's what I want to share with you today. That it is not just in a love relationship that it is difficult to move on. Even socially and in our offices and our church, it is so difficult to move on from there. And I want to encourage you that you can do it. If you find it difficult moving or detaching yourself from a past situation, then I would suggest that you go on a 3-day fast, seeking the Lord and asking the Holy Spirit to detach your spirit, to detach you from everything that is in the past. Because the future holds better things for us. The future holds brighter things for us. The future is always brighter. It is brighter. So let's forget what has happened and let's allow God to move. God graced you to work very efficiently in stage 1. He is that same God that is going to grace you to work efficiently in stage 2. Let God deal with the people that are now in stage 1. Sometimes we feel the new people that are in stage 1 are not going to do the work perfectly. But you also were not working perfectly when you started stage 1. And you are also not working perfectly now that you started stage 2. It is the grace of God that is going to enable us, that is going to empower us to achieve what He wants us to achieve. So I pray that we are able to detach ourselves even as God moves us from one stage to the other. We are always praying for greater glory and greater grounds and greater grace. But it comes with certain things. So let's focus on these greater things that God is going to do in our lives and forget about what is behind or what is in the past. It is my prayer and I hope that this video has blessed you so much. We'll meet again another time. God bless you all.